Self-improvement, as the name suggests, improves you. Every human should have the urge to improve themselves. If self-improvement doesn't make you happier with your life, you're doing something wrong. That's an excerpt from my channel info, and that's very important. If you're wondering why you should pursue self-improvement, try to find a reason why you shouldn't, because there isn't one. A better, happier life, isn't that what we all want? That's exactly the definition of self-improvement, but more on that later. This video is a starting point for beginners, covering the absolute basics of self-improvement. Let's first clarify what we're talking about. There are many people who focus heavily on their health, appearance, or wealth. However, self-improvement doesn't just cover one area, but it doesn't necessarily have to cover all areas of life either. You decide for yourself what you want to improve about yourself. Some people may be very committed to their religion and engage with it deeply, but whether you want to do that is up to you. Maybe you want to be extremely wealthy one day, or maybe a modest income is enough for you. Don't let anyone tell you that you have to do anything. Only you can decide what you want to improve about yourself. And that's also the first step. Take a sheet of paper, or better yet, a notebook or a journal, and write down the areas in which you want to improve. Also, write down goals you want to achieve in the near future. I mean something like, how much weight do I want to achieve in the near future? Example, I want to lose 6 kilograms of fat in the next 3 months. The most important thing we have is our health. I recommend everyone to improve it, as it has a direct impact on all aspects of your life. You are what you eat is really true and should not be underestimated. When you improve your health, you are also improving your appearance, performance, energy, and mood. But I want to say one thing up front. If you smoke or drink alcohol regularly, you must first do everything you can to quit. Both only bring you disadvantages, and your body will thank you for it. Once you have done that, you can be very proud of yourself, and then you can move on to the points I'm going to show you below. Here are the first and most important steps to good health. We don't start with nutrition, but with movement. It has an extremely strong influence on your health and is also extremely easy to implement. Various studies have shown that 7,000 steps daily reduce the risk of overall mortality by about 50%, and some studies have even found a reduction of up to 70%. But walking is also extremely easy. You don't have to exert yourself, and it immediately improves your mood. To start with, you can walk for 20 minutes every day. You can also listen to education podcasts while you walk, so you can do 2 things at once. To integrate it into your daily routine in the best possible way, I recommend always doing it at a specific time. For example, in the morning after getting up or after lunch. Later, you can get a watch that has a pedometer or install a pedometer app on your phone. Then, try to take at least 7,000 steps every day. Nutrition is also extremely important. There's a reason why they say you are what you eat. The simplest change you can make is to drink water. Drink 3 liters of water every day. You should always have a bottle or glass of water next to you so you can drink regularly. This will not only improve your health, you will also improve your appearance, as your body will no longer need to store water and you will be less bloated. In addition, your skin will be smoother, fresher, more elastic, more radiant, clearer, and much more. Your performance will also be greatly improved. When it comes to your food, you should make sure that you eat as many unprocessed foods as possible. I know this is a big step for many people, and many should perhaps take a gradual approach. You don't have to eliminate all sweets from your diet right away. Do it gradually. Later, when you know more about nutrition, you can also pay attention to things like calories, macronutrients, and micronutrients. The third point is finances. Of course, you don't have to start a multi-million-dollar startup if you don't want to, but everyone should master a few financial basics. First, set a fixed monthly amount that you want to save and a fixed monthly amount that you want to invest. If you're wondering what to invest in right now, ETFs are the simplest and safest option. Start by learning about them, then download the broker app and invest in ETFs. Later on, you can also learn about things like stocks and cryptocurrencies, but you should take it step by step. However, it's extremely important that you set aside a fixed portion of your money. Investing is also an effective way to combat inflation and even make more money while you sleep. You should also cancel any unnecessary subscriptions, as they take money away from you every month even though you don't need them. You should also avoid impulse purchases by always waiting a few days before buying a product. That's why it's so important to decide how much money you want to set aside. This automatically limits how much you spend. If you're still in school, I will set aside more than I spent, but that's up to you, of course. Otherwise, 20 to 30% of your income is a good guideline. A very popular part of self-improvement are your looks. The looks maxing trend is very popular. However, you shouldn't focus solely on this. By taking care of your health, you're already doing the most important things for looking good. As a further step in this area, you should start strength training to achieve a good physique. Start with 2 or 3 times a week and increase it later. You can also implement cardio training later. I would also recommend a skincare routine, as your face is the most important part of looking good. Look for a good skincare routine on the internet. To start with, it is enough to wash your face with a cleanser and then apply moisturizer. You can improve your skin significantly if you do this twice a day, preferably in the morning and evening. How you smell is also very important. A bad smell immediately makes other people feel uncomfortable. Fortunately, this is very easy to change. A daily shower where you wash everywhere and a good perfume are enough. Of course, you should also practice basic oral hygiene, as bad breath is just as bad as bad body odor. Now let's get to the most important point of this video, your knowledge. How can you improve yourself if you don't know how? Fortunately, it's relatively easy to acquire the knowledge you need. First, when you're on your phone, instead of watching silly videos, watch videos that are useful to you. For example, videos on how to create a training plan, how to manage your money, or how nutrition works. Of course, I also upload lots of videos on the topic of self-improvement to my channel. Each one will benefit you. So subscribe to my channel and activate the bell so don't miss any more videos. I would also be very happy if you liked my videos, as it would be a great support to me. But enough self-promotion. Of course, you can educate yourself not only through videos, but also through books. Books are extremely valuable because they not only impart knowledge, but also improve your cognitive abilities. There are many studies that show exactly that. You can start with just 10 minutes a day right before you go to sleep. Later, you can increase the time, of course. If you don't know what to read, for self-improvement beginners, I can recommend the books Atomic Habits by James Clear, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, and The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. There may be some things that people will ask me why I didn't mention, but as I said, this video is intended as a starting point. There's no point in worrying about every micronutrient if you get drunk every day and eat junk food. There's no point in running a marathon straight away if you've never been jogging before. It makes no sense to analyze stocks if you don't even have a basic understanding of finance. But you'll learn the next step simply by acquiring knowledge. If you watch a lot of fitness content, you'll eventually know how to optimize your training. If you watch videos about nutrition or even read a book about it, you'll eventually know how to eat healthily. And if you watch a lot of self-improvement content, you will gradually adapt, and after a few weeks, months and years, you won't recognize yourself anymore. Thank you for watching this video. This was my first video, so unfortunately you can't watch any of my older videos. But I'll be uploading lots of new videos on various self-improvement topics in the future, so stay tuned. If you liked the video, please leave a like, a subscription would also be great, and if you activate the bell, you won't miss any of my videos. See you soon.